What I've learned my first 3 years of fly fishing. I got a late start in life, but hopefully this will help a few of you. When you're first getting started, you're wondering, what kind of rod do I get? What kind of reel do I get? What kind of line do I get? Combos are usually your best bet, but you're going to spend some money on it, somewhere between $150 and $250 generally. But it's worth it. When you start searching, you're going to not know where to go. Now, they come in a numbering system. They might start at 1 and go up to 13, I don't know. Excuse me. But as a general rule, if all you're going to do is fish for trout, get a 2, 3, or 4 weight. That's a very light one. It means it bends a lot easier. When you're doing a presentation, which is no more than laying your fly out there, it will hit the water softer, make less noise, less commotion, and work better for you. You can also use a 3 or a 4 for panfish, even bass. I don't know what the limit would be, probably 10 pounds, maybe like that, as far as how large a fish, but it will work. Why wouldn't you always want to use it? Well, a fly rod that's a lower number, flexible, it flexes more, sets down softer, but you don't cast it as far, for one thing. If you're just doing a stream, a brook, a small pond, it's very easy to cast 15, 25, 35, 40 feet. Much more than that, and it takes a lot of effort. When you get up to a rod that's a 5 or a 6, let's say 4, 5, or 6. No, let's stick with 5 or 6. That is a very good starting one. That you can do a little bit of everything. You can fish basically everything except sea. If you're going to go for salt water, you're going to need something a little bigger than that. But for just about everything else, that works great. It also, you can expect to cast 40, 50 feet within your first few months. You'll get up to 60 or 70 feet. After that, it's quite a challenge, but good casters can go 100 to 150 feet, maybe more than that. But is it necessary? No, not for the most part. It's like hitting a golf ball. Is it necessary to hit it 325 yards? No, it's nice. But if you can put it in the fairway where you want at 225, it's a lot better than in the trees at 300 yards. And the same holds true when you're fishing. You're going to be looking for targets. You're going to see signs that will tell you where to cast, and it is very crucial to be able to put it there accurately, repeatedly, and with a very nice presentation. Depending on what you're casting will depend on what that presentation is. So there again, just some highlights. You're going to expect to spend $200 on your starter. You're going to work on accuracy. You're going to work on control. When you're casting, it's totally different than a regular fish. When you're fishing normally, where you've got a lure that's got a lot of weight and you're throwing that and the line weighs nothing. This is just the opposite. The fly weighs nothing. The line is where you get your weight. And in order to cast properly, you need to be able to unroll the line. And that's what you're thinking of. You're not thinking of casting it as much as just letting it unroll. There's 2 casts. There's the back cast and the forward cast. You're going to let it unroll on the back cast. You're going to be patient and wait until it gets unrolled. Then you're going to go to the front cast. You're going to let it unroll on the front cast. Now you can go back and forth several times and increasing the distance just a little bit, but don't get too hung up on distance. Work on where you're going to put it. That's the most important thing, where you're going to put it. If you can put it where you want, when you want, in the way you want, you're going to catch fish. There's no doubt about it. For me, I found it was more fun casting than it was casting the fish. If I go out and I happen to catch fish, it might ruin my day because I'm having a good day casting. But that's the exception. That definitely is not the rule. As far as importance, having a good rod is important. Having a good reel, it's nice, but it's not near as crucial as the rod. And having a good fly line is more important than both of them. The fly line is what's key, and you would think that a fly line wouldn't be $20, but a cheap one is $30, $40. A decent one is usually $50 or $60, and a good one may be $100, maybe as much as $150. Now, will you notice the difference between a $100 and a $150 one? Probably not, especially getting started. But as time goes on, you will notice the difference between a $20 one and a $60 one, and that will be right away. I bought a combo set, and as soon as I could afford to update the line, I did, and I noticed a huge difference right off the bat. It makes me look like I know what I'm doing a lot faster than I really did know what I'm doing. So anyway, these are the keys. I'm going to stop it here. There's a lot more to it, and I'll go into it more as we go along. But hopefully, if you're getting started, some of these will help you a little bit. If you got questions, you can ask. I am no expert. I've done it about 3 years now, like I said. I have several rods. I spent a lot of money, more than I probably should have. I have not got any $1,000 rods. Well, I got a used $1,000 rod, but so I have not spent more than $350 on a rod. And I've spent some rods that I've only spent $60 on that I really like. So you learn. It's a learning curve. That's all there is to it. But take as many shortcuts as you can. Find somebody you trust, whether it's a Cabela's or a Bass Pro Shop or your local. And I would much rather have you, if you have a local fly shop, please support them. They need it. And they will give you much better advice than anyone else, because they depend on you coming back. And if they can give you good advice and make you happy and make you successful, you'll come back. So, words of wisdom. Take care.